Alright y'all, welcome back to another Toe Mags golf video. This is attempt number 5 to beat 80.5 at the Trackman Combine. So here we go. Started off actually not hitting these wedge shots really that good. This 60 yard is still giving me issues. If you watch my previous videos, 60 and 70 yards kind of seem to be my bugaboo when it comes to this Trackman Combine. I'll hit a good session, when I have 3 balls to hit them, but 3 out of 6 are decent, but the other 3 seem to be giving me some issues. I tried to put the 58 in the bag last attempt, and I'm still kind of gauging the distance on it. So I've been trying to work on that a little bit when I first get into the simulator. That's usually what I'll start working on first, is the wedges. I'll get the 64 degree, then I've been going the 58, then the 52, then the pitching wedge, then I go back to the 58 to really try to get that 80, 80, 90 yards kind of dialed, because I think I'm definitely going to be putting 58 degree in my bag right now. I just kind of found one in the basement. I regripped it and trying to work on that this winter, but when the season comes, I'll probably end up purchasing a good 58 degree. I'm kind of liking these high toe TaylorMade wedges. Just has a good look to it, and you already know you have to have a good look to have a good feel, and the confidence to hit a good shot. So I think I'm going to be going with that. But once I started getting to the 90 and 100, 120, I started getting the numbers okay. If you look down, 11 feet was that first one. I hit a couple that were just really wayward that I thought I hit pretty, decent shots, but again, my miss is the pull. So I've been kind of working on the takeaway also when I come in here. My swing, to me, you're always going to critique your swing a little bit, but it just seems a little bit loopy. Like I'm kind of rerouting it a little bit. When I get to the top, I kind of hinge my hands, especially when I'm getting to like this 140, and I kind of turn my wrist inward, which is a bad habit that I've always kind of had. I think that's what predominantly caused me to slice the balls, when I hinge the wrist at the top. And sometimes when I get to the top of the swing and I do it subconsciously, before I even hit the ball, I already know that thing's going to go right. So I try to, save it by, manipulating my hands, and it just develops bad habits. But, what are you going to do? So, going through this, I was going okay, 82.1, so I'm on track to beat that 80.5 number. Once I was getting to the 180, I actually hit these pretty decent. I mean, the numbers aren't really showing it, but as you can see right here, I'm working on that takeaway. That's what the feel that I'm trying to have is, but I'm still getting kind of stuck on that inside, which is causing me to either block it a little bit, or the miss is definitely left. So I'm bringing it inside, and I'm really swinging it outside with a closed club face, which is causing it to go left. So that's something also I'm going to be working on pretty hard this over this winter. But still, the numbers are okay, 81.7, so I'm still on track to beat that number. These drives are okay. I kind of took a little bit off of it. It doesn't say swing speed here, but I kind of get an idea. I was probably anywhere between 105 and 110. Definitely was not giving it everything I had, but hit the drives pretty decent, 82.1, so staying on that consistent number. But these numbers, I mean, if you hit it, left or right, they dramatically change, even as you're getting deep into this session. So 81.4, so hitting it decent. Again, I just, that first one was not good. This second one looks like it was, not like the best as well. I mean, 81.5, I'm keeping those numbers up, but I'm hitting, the scoring is anywhere between 80 and 90. So I got to get that up to, especially on the wedges, to that 90. I need to get it within, 6 feet in order to have a good chance, good pop at birdie, when I'm out on the course. So here we go. We're starting to slip a little bit because we're getting to that 60, 70 yards where I'm just uncomfortable. The first time around, I went to that 58 degree, and I was going to go back to the 64 here, but I decided not to. I actually took a gap wedge and tried to slow the swing speed down a little bit to hit that 80-yard number, and it wasn't quite working out. So I just got to work on it once again. on these wedges. The 90 yards, 100 yards, and 120, definitely very, very confident in. I didn't hit that one particularly good. Going from 80 yards to 90 yards, the mental was, in my head was just swing a little bit harder, where it should have been clearing my head and knowing how far to take back that club, that gap wedge on that 90 degrees, which is usually a little bit under 9 o'clock in my head. I don't know exactly where that puts my hand positions, but it's 9 o'clock in my head. Then getting to the hundreds, started hitting some decent ones here. Not my best, but kind of hovering around that 80 number on that, on the combine. That one swing just brought it from 79 down to 78. So like I said, I mean, even as you're getting deeper in these, you would think that since you're kind of deeper in the session, the numbers really wouldn't have affected too much, more so towards like the first 9 swings of it. But still, as you get to, these numbers, it still dramatically affects it. So I wasn't hitting these particularly well. And then this 140 went to the 9-iron, kind of kept the same. I blocked that one there. You can kind of get an idea. I mean, the line that I'm aiming for is basically, if you look at the bottom, the carry number. So that one I believe is 15. That carry number is basically the line on the Trackman that I'm aiming for, which is why I look up every single time. That, and also to try to keep in the routine of the same, swing speeds, same routine to hit good shots. So 79.7. I started hitting these kind of decent, these 160 and 180 shots. That really brought that number up. 79.3, it's kind of where I was hovering. 78, 79, and 80. I was kind of hovering those numbers throughout the whole combine here. So I definitely thought I had a chance to beat that 80.5. Once I got to this 180 number, I had the 6-iron because it's all carry. And I hit some decent ones. You'll see right there, the score was 85, I believe, or mid-80s, 86. I can't really see it. But, hitting decent ones here. And then, boom, 80.1. So I'm like, all right, all I got to do is have 3 good drives. I really tried to focus, take my time, and step up and hit some good quality shots, which is good for the mental stage. So the first one, I did not hit it good. I swung it way far left. It brought that number down all the way to 78. So I was pretty disappointed in that. Then this last swing brought it up to 79.3. So I'm like, all right, if I could make one more good swing, I think I might be able to beat 80.5. And unfortunately, I was not able to. So the final score was 79.4. So I'm still, right there kind of with the with beating that number. I'm going to give it another attempt. And once again, I think this is just a great training tool to really dial in your numbers. But we'll get back at it. And I hope y'all enjoy the video and have a good day.